Your brain doesn't just dislike uncertainty, it registers the complete absence of a known future as an actual physical blow. The same neural pathways that scream when you stub your toe fire with blinding intensity when you are waiting for an email that could change everything. We're going to dissect the cognitive pain that erupts in the prediction void, revealing how this fundamental operating principle shapes your deepest anxieties and your most irrational choices. Understanding this isn't just theory, it's a profound map to navigating your own mind, explaining why you might choose a guaranteed loss over an ambiguous win, and how to reclaim agency from this primal response. The anterior insula and the anterior cingulate cortex, the ACC, are your brain's primary pain alarms. They light up with incredible intensity when you touch a hot stove or when you feel the stinging sensation of social rejection. But here's the unsettling truth. These exact same regions activate with identical ferocity when you face profound uncertainty. A study by Eisenberger and Lieberman in 2003, for example, demonstrated that social exclusion, a purely cognitive phenomenon, engaged the dorsal anterior cingulate cortex, a region historically linked to physical pain processing, providing early evidence of this neural overlap. Imagine your brain is a relentless prediction engine. Every single second, it's trying to forecast the next moment, the next sound, the next outcome. It's constantly building elaborate mental models of the world, trying to anticipate what's coming. This isn't just about survival, it's about energy efficiency. A predictable world requires less processing power. When certainty vanishes, when the future is a blank wall, this prediction engine stalls. It doesn't just idle, it grinds to a painful halt, triggering those ancient alarm systems. It's as if your brain perceives a gaping hole in its predictive map, and this void is as threatening as a physical predator, because a world without predictions is a world without control. So, if the very act of not knowing causes actual, measurable pain, what kind of desperate lengths will your brain go to just to make that pain stop? What seemingly irrational decisions does this drive you toward, moment after moment? This is where it gets truly wild. Your brain's dopamine reward system, the intricate machinery that drives all motivation and pleasure, doesn't always optimize for the best outcome. It optimizes for predictability. Research by Sue, Annan, and Quartz in 2005 revealed a striking preference. Given a choice between a gamble with a known severe negative outcome and another gamble with a potentially lesser but ambiguous negative outcome, people consistently preferred the definite, worse loss. Think about that. Your brain would rather take a guaranteed, painful hit than endure the agonizing possibility of a slightly less painful but uncertain one. Consider your career. Before, you're stuck in a soul-crushing job you hate, but at least you know exactly what your miserable Monday will bring. The idea of looking for a new job, the endless applications, the unknown salary in a new field, the possibility of failure, that nebulous cloud of what if paralyzes you. You stay in the known misery. Now, you recognize that inertia wasn't laziness. It was your brain desperately avoiding the pain of the prediction void. The fixed income, the known tasks, even the predictable boredom, these were all your brain's elaborate pain management strategy, choosing a certain, moderate loss, your happiness and potential, over the severe uncertainty of change or relationships. Before, you're in a stagnant relationship, perhaps it's clearly not working, but the thought of breaking up, the unknown of being alone, the uncertainty of finding someone new, the social awkwardness, it's all too much. You cling to the familiar, even if it's deeply unsatisfying. After, you see that the comfort wasn't about love or even true companionship. It was about the absence of a question mark in your future. Your brain preferred the certainty of an unfulfilling connection to the excruciating pain of not knowing what tomorrow might hold, even if tomorrow holds better possibilities. This isn't a character flaw. This isn't weakness. This is a fundamental biological imperative. Your brain, in its ancient wisdom, is prioritizing survival through predictability above all else. And that, right there, is why so much human behavior looks utterly irrational from the outside. So, how do we navigate this deep-seated aversion to the unknown? We can't eliminate uncertainty from life, but we can develop strategies to mitigate its painful impact. First, Quantify the unknown. When facing a decision riddled with uncertainty, force yourself to assign probabilities, even rough ones, to potential outcomes. Instead of agonizing over, what if it all goes wrong? Ask, what is the 5% chance it goes catastrophically wrong, and what's the 60% chance it's just fine? This technique is perfect for career changes, investments, or major life choices. This simple act of assigning numbers, even if imperfect, transforms a vast, shapeless void into a set of discrete, quantifiable risks. You're giving your prediction engine something to work with, replacing painful ambiguity with manageable risk. It doesn't eliminate risk, but it significantly reduces the specific pain of not knowing what the risks even are. You are taking back control from the void. Second, embrace the known bad strategically. For smaller, agonizing decisions where the uncertainty is causing disproportionate stress, consciously choose the path you know has a negative but manageable outcome. This isn't about giving up or settling, it's about ending the predictive pain. Imagine you're trying to decide between two restaurants for dinner. One you know is okay but not great, the other is new and could be amazing or terrible. Or waiting for a text from a friend about plans that never materialize. By choosing the known, even slightly less optimal option, you immediately shut down the pain center. The relief of certainty, even negative certainty, can be immense. This frees up crucial cognitive resources for truly important decisions, preventing your brain from being hijacked by trivial unknowns. You're leveraging your brain's primal preference for certainty to your advantage. And third, use information foraging with a cutoff. Instead of endlessly researching, set a strict time limit or a specific number of sources for gathering information. Once that limit is hit, you make your decision, regardless of whether you feel 100% certain. This applies to big purchases, travel planning, or even choosing a movie to watch. This technique prevents the analysis paralysis driven by the brain's insatiable desire for more data to reduce uncertainty, a desire that often hits diminishing returns and only prolongs the agony. You acknowledge the brain's deep need to predict, but impose a boundary, allowing a decision to be made, and thereby ending the cognitive pain of the search. You establish a new, predictable pattern. Gather information, then make a decision, then take action. You will never look at your own procrastination, your own moments of intense anxiety, or your own seemingly irrational choices the same way again. That agonizing indecision wasn't a flaw in your character, it was your ancient brain screaming in pain from the prediction void. And suddenly, those times when you chose the devil you knew over the angel you didn't, they make perfect, brutal sense. And then you'll start to see it in everyone else too. Their stubbornness, their fear of change, their need for routine. It's not always about malice or stupidity. Often, it's just a raw, biological response to a world that keeps throwing curveballs, a deep-seated aversion to the pure agony of not knowing. You're not just observing human behavior, you're seeing the invisible wounds of uncertainty, and that changes everything. This profound realization, this understanding that the unknown isn't merely uncomfortable but genuinely painful, reconfigures your entire perception of human motivation. It's an operating manual for your mind, unlocking the hidden drivers behind your greatest fears and your most impactful decisions. Continue this exploration with us. There are still deeper layers to uncover, more astonishing truths about your brain's architecture waiting to be revealed, truths that will continue to permanently alter how you understand yourself and every person you encounter. And as we dig further into these hidden mechanisms, you'll discover something even more fundamental than the pain of uncertainty itself, a primal force that dictates how you perceive reality, how you learn, and why some experiences are burned into your memory while others simply vanish. What we uncover next will fundamentally redefine how you interact with the very fabric of your existence.